Gentlemen, welcome and thanks for joining another great episode of Beyond the Frame. With me today, I have world-renowned marketing specialist Bryan Caplan. Bryan, welcome.
Hello, Jay. How are you?
Thank you. Those of you who are joining us live, please feel free to ask your questions in the comments below. I'm going to try to watch online. Of course, it's always a head match. I feel like I'm watching a tennis match going back and forth, but we're going to try because Bryan is going to share with us today. First of all, Bryan, Bowl Expo. Bryan was our super session speaker at Bowl Expo, speaking about what was your title of that session? I can't remember. It was Google My Business, AdWords and Analytics. You kind of covered. First of all, you covered so much.
It was a fire hose.
It was. Your session went over by a full almost hour, and like 2 people out of 180 left the room. That's it. That's how engaging your content was. And I have pages and pages of like little things that you would say, and I'd be like, oh, I got to write that down. Oh, I got to write that down. I'm taking pictures of all your slides. So 100%. The value that you delivered that day was amazing. And today you're going to give us a little bit of a deep dive into the 9 surefire ways to beat your competition with Google My Business. And guess what, peeps? These are free. Cost you nothing to do but your little precious time. What time is it? It's time to get your butt together and get your
learn.
Yes, let's go. All right, Bryan. Tell us about these. First of all, tell us why Google My Business. That's a Google business listing, correct?
Sure. So now a lot of people are going to call it Google My Business, also known as a business profile on Google, which is the new nomenclature. However you know it as, it's basically when you look for a local business near me, it's the profile that shows up. You see the business name, the reviews, the address if they have one. In this case, bowling centers would definitely have an address, photos, videos, and a bunch of information that would allow people to kind of learn a little bit more about your business before they get in the car, pop their family in, and come to your center to have a night of fun.
Very, very good. So this is a profile that if you own a bowling center, if you own an entertainment complex, a restaurant, any kind of business, you should have a listing. And you, most importantly, you should be the one managing that listing, not necessarily leaving it up to fate.
Oh, for sure. And I think the big thing that I've run into quite a bit in presenting, this is going to be my 4th year working with Grow with Google. And I've met a lot of business owners who didn't know their profile existed. And as a result, a lot of them were not owners of the profile. They had a marketing company or an employee set it up. Well, guess what? That marketing company goes sayonara. The employee leaves on bad terms. Now your business is the way it's showing up. Yeah, it's not good.
It's all in their hands.
So I'm not a fan of that. Tips. I'll give you the number 1 tip, which is most important, is make sure that you own your profile and you verified it so that you control. Yep.
Yeah. So, and that we see that with, especially in bowling centers where, like you said, the manager maybe have set that up, or maybe they assigned it off to even a lower level duty because they weren't comfortable with the technology or the system. So they said, oh, Jim, you know how to do that. Will you set this up for me? Well, it's under Jim's email maybe, and Jim has now not working at the bowl, and you have no way to recover that without jumping through a billion hoops. So Make it simple. Okay, Bryan, what's the number 1 step we need to remember with our Google Business Google My Business? I'm going to say it right from now on. Google My Business.
That's fine. And honestly, just business profile. It's even easier. Business profile. So, I in teaching, I came up with 9 ways that would be easy for business owners to actually grow their profile. And when we're thinking about it, I want you guys to understand this. The way that we're playing with a profile and the way that we're providing information to it and it's almost like feeding it, like as if you had a puppy. We were just talking about puppies and cats. Same kind of thing. You've got to grow it. You've got to nurture it. And if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, your business profile is how you're showing up on Google search and maps. Google is really going to decide if you show up or not. So there's a whole bunch of different things. All of the things that I'm going to be going through today with you, Jay, they give you points. The more points, just like most entertainment centers here, hey, you probably have a game room or an arcade. People are trying to get the high score. You're always striving to get that high score by following these 9 things and really owning them so that you can show Google you care about how your business shows up.
This is one of the points you made in the seminar that made me sit up and notice. You said, look, everybody thinks that they know this magical algorithm that Google has to, oh, your SEO, your ranking, your this or that. It's like hundreds of data points that they look at. But you, having been on the inside and still having a relationship with the Google, platform, you understand that there are some points that are worth more value than others. So if you only have X number of time to spend on the project, spend it on the big value areas where you're going to get a bigger bang for your buck. And that was a message that resonated with me. That's key to our bowling center owners, because many times they're one-off, mom and pop, maybe they own 2 centers, but they don't often have a big marketing department, or they don't spend the dedicated 80, 40, 60, 20 hours a week on marketing efforts that, a Dave & Buster's, a Main Event, Pins, whatever it may be, a chain would do.
Of course. And, I think it's for a lot of small business owners, because we work with solopreneurs at our agency up to Fortune 500. Marketing is always seen as like, I have to do it. It's not, it's an investment of time. Just like you invest money into an employee in training, you're investing your time into marketing. So the things that we'll talk about today, we'll get to number 1, is basically how you can spend 5 minutes in order to drive more people in. Because if we haven't learned anything, listen, we can't just be dependent upon what we've been doing. We have to be innovative, especially after the last 18 months. We realize, hey, there's a lot more that goes into making sure we're shown, people are seeing us. And so the first one, to answer your question, roundabout way, collect new reviews. So everyone that's watching this right now should be thinking about, okay, is my team asking for reviews? Am I asking my customers, my league bowlers, the families that come in and have an amazing event or a birthday party? Are we actively asking them, could you leave us a review on Google?
Yeah, are you doing that? Especially your good customers, the people that love your business and come back on a regular basis. Those are key. Those are the people that know you intimately and are going to shout from the rooftop, hey, we love this place.
And those people are your evangelists, just like you said. So I want you to think about them like that. If they're shouting from the rooftops and they come in and they're like, we love coming here. Hey, listen, would you do us a favor? We really are kind of owning our online reputation. So if you can take 5 seconds, here's the link. Can you leave us a review? And there's tools out there. So one of the tools that we use for our clients is called My Review Dashboard. And I'm sure we can put it in the notes later. But that's a great tool because it allows you to collect reviews. Google is obviously very important because that's the focus of today, but also you need to be getting reviews on Facebook, on TripAdvisor, around the web, because Google not only looks at its own product, it's looking at all
the connected things. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
So that's number 1.
Number 1 is collect new reviews each month. Ask for those reviews. Make it easy for people to give the reviews. Print a QR code to the link for the review and just have it available. Love having fun with us. We'd love to hear. QR code, period. That's all you need, people. That's it. It's that simple.
And it could be a business card. It could be table tents. It could be at the bottom of your receipt. There are plenty of different ways. I think the biggest way is make sure that your staff is asking. So even incentivize your team. We've had clients that actually incentivize their team and say, hey, you ask for reviews. And then if you ask and you can show that, hey, you asked this client, or customer, they left a review, then maybe you're going to get $1 per review, or you're going to be entered into a drawing. Whoever has the most points will get some gift card or something.
It's always good to incentivize. Absolutely. Make it fun and incentivize. If you can make a game out of it, you're more than likely going to get better results than if it's just part of their job. But okay, so now that we've got these people leaving reviews, this is a really key point, your number 2 point. Go ahead, because I'm a big fan of this.
You're talking about products and services?
No, I'm saying to respond to the reviews.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Because oftentimes, sometimes, we've asked for the reviews, but there they are. Oh, hey, we loved coming to your place. We had our birthday party there. Our daughter had an amazing time. Next review. We came on Saturday and we got cold French fries and I think it was terrible. Okay. Both of those reviews need a response. The first one needs a thank you very much. We loved having you. We look forward to seeing you again. And the second one needs I'm really sorry you had that concern. Can you give me a ring at the center? I'd love to talk about it with you, because it shows that you're paying attention to what people are saying about your business and you're asking. That's the key why you want to respond to all reviews, and in a timely fashion. Don't respond a week later. That's bad news. So you need to be monitoring that every couple of days or so. Have it on some kind of schedule where you're just seeing them and saying tick, tick, tick. Doesn't have to be grand, correct?
I got to say, you stole the words out of my mouth. Yes. So no, that was great. I mean, you obviously listened when we were talking about it.
Yes, I did.
So I will. There's a few reasons why. One, of course, you're taking ownership. And I literally just got off the phone. We have to get a new septic tank. Up here in New Hampshire, we have septic tanks. So we don't have sewers. It's a horrible thing when it goes.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I was talking to the guy that owns a septic company, and I was talking to him about reviews. And I had just written on Facebook in the town group, how wonderful he is and how he's honest and really came out and helped us. And he's like, I really appreciate that. And then we started talking about Google reviews. Well, guess what? He said, I had a negative review and I just, we didn't answer it. I said, no.
Mm-mm.
Those are the ones you definitely answer. We want to answer all of them. So here's the thing. If you get positive reviews and you respond, it just shows that you care about the customer, you're continuing the conversation, and really you're furthering the relationship. That's your opportunity too, when you respond, to actually mention the name of your center, because it has SEO benefit. Yeah. And also if they highlight an employee, like Jay was great, the food was coming out a little late, so Jay came over and brought us some drinks. We had a wonderful experience, blah, blah, blah. Great. So now you're mentioning the person, adding some humanity into it, right? You're giving a name to the business. And then finally, the other thing is you can upsell. If someone says, hey, we came in and we had, the Taco Tuesday. Hey, great. Guess what? We have, a wine Wednesday, or you should come in on Friday, all you can eat pizza. So now it's your opportunity to upsell, because people are reading the review, but more people are also reading the reply, your response to the review. That's your opportunity to tell people why they should come in and give them a reason again and again.
And remember, they're reading that review because chances are they're interested in coming to the facility. So they're looking to see, what did everybody else do when they were there, and how did they, what was their experience like? So you being able to suggest alternative experience is basically a sales pitch right there. So good job.
Of course, you enjoyed the bowling. Hey, come to our mini golf course, right? And I'll just say, before we jump, the negative reviews, I actually wrote an article about the 4 P's of negative review response, and I'll just go over really quick. 1, be prompt. You said it, be timely. If you get a negative review, and especially if you're the owner of your profile, then you'll get a notification right away. If you download the Google My Business app, you're going to get a push notification. Otherwise, you'll get an email. If you get a 1, 2, or 3-star review, you need to respond as soon as possible. So that's number 1, prompt. 2, you got to be positive. You have to be positive. Even though they are calling your baby ugly, they're telling you that everything you've done is horrible. It's business. They paid you money. They expected a certain experience. Yeah. They weren't delivered that. So you need to be positive, because your response lives in perpetuity.
Correct.
And you don't want it to live in infamy. So that's number 2. Number 3, you got to be professional. So even if you're upset and angry, walk away for a second, come back, complete sentences, thank them for their feedback, tell them that you're going to get with the team and make sure this doesn't happen again, and even invite them to come and talk to you so that you can resolve it. And that's number 4. Number 4, pick up the darn phone. If you know that you can get in touch with them, or you see them around town, try to talk to them. Don't escalate it. Try to actually mitigate it and say, hey, is there some way that we can resolve this so that either you can update your review or you can remove your review, because we really care about how our reputation shows up online.
Sure. And you know what? There are some theories out there that say, oh, we don't want any negative reviews. I want to try to remove them. But that's also fishy, because if I'm looking at a business and I don't see any type of negative reviews, I'm like, that's not true.
Average star score 4.2 to 4.8 stars gets a higher level of trust, because not everyone's going to have a positive, excellent experience.
For sure.
And there's people that won't give you 5 stars. They're the people that don't believe in A+. They'll give you 4 and that's it. That's going to happen, and that's still good.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, good point. Next, moving on, because I'm stalling us here.
No problem.
What's number 2?
Well, we talked about reviews. Number 2 is list your products and services. So specifically for the folks watching, if you have a pro shop, now a lot of you might actually be renting out your pro shop space. This is a good way for you to actually coordinate with your pro shop and even subsidize some of your marketing budget. If you have them pay for this, they can upload all of their products into your business profile. Balls, gloves, all that stuff, services, drilling balls, all that kind of stuff.
Resurfacing, all of that. Finger grips, thumb grips, lessons, I mean, there's so much that you can add right there, so that you go from products and services in the bowling or entertainment industry, but you add another whole realm to it. That helps your Google search. That's SEO juice, yes, as you like to say, because now you're showing all of the features that are available at that location, not just by your particular business section of the location, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if we're talking, so search engine optimization, SEO, as you probably hear it, is this idea that you're creating content, you're providing resources so that when someone searches for your business, a product or a service, you're showing up. So by adding up your products, you're also adding a brand, right? You're able to mention a specific product. Someone might not think to go to a bowling alley or a center, that a lot of people still use the words bowling alley. They might not think to go there to go buy a ball. Instead, they would go to a sporting goods store or something, or they'd just search online.
Or pro shop, right?
Or pro shop. They don't know that a pro shop is in your center. So that's where people, if you have that, now if they type in, buy a new bowling balls near me, bowling pro shop, now you have a better chance of showing up, which is the name of the game.
Even though you may be renting your space to Joe's Pro Shop, you're still going to show up as the place to come. Joe's Pro Shop's going to show up, but it's going to help both of you in the long run.
It's symbiosis, right? It's synergy. Yep. And honestly, that's where I was talking to a lot of owners and proprietors saying, hey, work with the Pro Shop owner or the person renting your space and have them pay in to the budget so that you can have that done.
Yeah. If you promise them not only square footage, but some type of marketing services along with that, why wouldn't you? You're already needing to do it for your own business. So you list your products and services is the second thing to do. And you also have things like product categories. That's interesting because we might not think of that in a bowling entertainment venue, but there's room for that and it actually makes sense.
Yep. You can actually create categories for your products and for your services. So like you said, training, lessons, that's going to be one, right? Your bowling balls is going to be a category.
Personal bowling equipment. Sure. Yep. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
When you're adding these products and services, the one thing that you have to understand, first off, you're taking the time to watch this right now. This is going to be an investment of time if you do it yourself. You need to make sure that when you put up a product, you're able to upload a photo, you're able to write a description and link somewhere. Now you don't necessarily.
Those things are important in that listing. And we oftentimes throw the photo up and walk away. You're missing out on available juice that's there. Still, you can squeeze that lemon harder. You got more juice in there.
That's right. Get more points. So put up my recommendation. Always have a photo. Put up at least 2 to 3 sentences. Grab it from the manufacturer's website.
Sure. Right?
Just
you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Don't have to. And then if you're going to link, you can link them to your website. You can link them to the page on your website about the Pro Shop. If you actually have e-commerce, which some centers do, where they can buy the ball, order online and pick it up, put them right to that page. This is an opportunity for you now where someone's kind of digging down and they're figuring out if they want to come to you. Now they can click. Now you have them in your environment where they can order, pop in their credit card. You have a captive audience that's going to come through. You know when they're coming. Now you can actually upsell them. Hey, let's do this. Let's do that. You want to do some lessons. So now you've got a lot more going on.
Awesome. Okay. So we've done the number 1 and number 2, and now we're on to list products and services. Now we're on to use the Q&A function.
Sure. Q&A function.
This is a hot button for me.
Well, here's the funny thing. Questions and answers, the Q&A function. If you own your profile and you go to google.com/business, it doesn't show up in there. So I don't know why. Don't know the rhyme or reason, but the fact of the matter is you actually have to go on Google and search for your business, and then you're going to see your business show up, and in the middle it has Q&A. So you have to go there. You're not notified when you get new questions. There's nothing, there's no alert. It's just like Jay was saying, you've got to set a reminder. My recommendation here, either set a calendar reminder if you use a calendar, or you have a reminders app on your phone. Set a reminder that every whatever day at this time, I'm going to go in and check my Google business profile.
This can be a 5-minute thing to do, but if you don't do it for a period of time, you've lost all the power that you had because it's not going to be relevant. Relevance is key.
Exactly. And the big one is this. And whenever we're working with a new client, the first thing that we do is we say, okay, what's your story? Because we want to have your origin story. And the cool thing about being at Bowl Expo, we heard some of the best stories. Jay, you and I were talking about this when we met. one night. It was, this idea that either it's a multi-generational business and it's about that whole legacy that they're creating, or it's an entrepreneur that saw that this space could be innovated and they've done some amazing things. And as a result, people want to hear your story. They want to do business with someone they like. So number one is your story, but then number two, frequently asked questions. What questions are being asked to you or your team all the time? So it could be things as simple as, do you clean your shoes? Because there's obviously, right? Yep. Are they sanitized?
Do I have to wear the shoes?
Yep. And even right now with COVID, do I have to wear a mask? Some people will ask. Some center owners are enforcing that. Some aren't, right? So it depends with the spikes right now. All these things you can add into your questions and answers. Most likely you have 10 or 20 frequently asked questions that people always ask. Two things you can do. One, add them here to your Google business profile Q&A section. The other one, add them as a page on your website for extra Google juice, because that's going to help you get found when someone is saying, where do I buy a new bowling ball? Or how do I know which bowling ball to use? Now we're the expert. People are going to trust us and come into our center.
Listen, one of the common things that we used to hear when I was managing centers day to day was, do you have automatic bumpers? Because the old school, you had to walk down the lane, pull the bumpers up, and they were up. They're up for everybody. Everybody's got a bowl on them, so mom and dad don't hit them too hard. Now it's automatic and they're by bowler. So depending on what scoring system or management system you have for your lane control, you can have the bumpers pop up when little Jimmy's up to bowl and they're only up for him. And that is a more attractive way, because now as a parent, I might not want to bowl on the bumpers, but I'm going to do it with my kids. But this way here, I know that, I'm going to have a great experience that I'm expecting, and my kid's going to have the experience they're expecting at the same time. So that's a really powerful question that could drive traffic to your center that they might not otherwise think of it. So when you put down some of the questions, think about it in terms of feature and benefit. So the feature is we have automatic bumpers, but the benefit to the customer is you get to enjoy your bowling experience as you expect, and your child gets to enjoy theirs as they expect. So you don't always want to talk about features. You want to talk about the benefit to the consumer in those questions.
Exactly. Yes. The state of the art, scoring system is great. What does it mean for you? What's the benefit to the person using it?
The benefit is you have multiple non-traditional scoring games that you can play that'll be entertaining rather than just strike spare bowling. And that's also a very good frequently asked question to put in your into your FAQs to draw that out. So good call.
Exactly.
Good call on that.
Exactly. There you go. And so definitely check for new activity on that. Set a reminder. You want to be looking at it at least once a week. You also, as the business owner, and you can go in and ask the question and answer it. So you can proactively answer the questions on your own profile. Doesn't mean you have to wait. Exactly. So be proactive there.
All right, moving on. What's next on our agenda to do?
Start posting on your business profile. Yeah.
I have to post on my own business profile? What is this trickery?
Right?
Yeah, it's not like I made this in 2007 and I left it there. It's not like that anymore. That's not what you should do.
No, not at all. And I got to tell you, the common denominator for me when I was talking to people was, we do Facebook. Okay, that's great.
Well, that's Facebook.
Some of your people are on Facebook, but not all of them. Mm-mm. A lot of your people, like me, I'm not going on Facebook looking for a center. I'm going on Google and looking for what's a fun family activity. If you create a post that talks about, hey, here's a fun family activity on Friday night for the kids, there I am. You're right there. The thing that we have to also establish, Jay, and something that I talked about during the super session was this idea of micro moments, right? Mm-hmm. So a micro moment is when a consumer like me needs to know something, go somewhere, do something, or buy something. And I can't take credit for that term. It was coined by the leadership of Google, but I use it quite a bit because it really describes where people are mentally when they're searching, right? So if my kids have been going nuts and they have tons of energy and it's like raining out, because we've had rain in the north, we can't complain, but we've had rainy days for the past 2 weeks. So the kids were like, they were just stuck, stir crazy. Yeah. Then I want to go look for a good indoor activity. Well, in my micro moment, I'm trying to find somewhere I can take them that I know is safe and clean and sanitized, that they can go enjoy themselves and get energy out. If you're posting, you're actually creating content that you're feeding to Google search and maps, where I can find you. And I can learn about your leagues. I can learn about the ability to have parties there. I can learn about your different food and beverage items. I can learn about all of your other amenities, like maybe you have laser tag or a game room, things like that. Posts are just like Facebook, except with a post on your Google business profile, it lives on average for 7 days. You're reminded by Google. So it's not that, like you said, we post in 2007 and that's it. You're reminded 6 days later, hey, Jay, it's time to post a new thing because this is going to be hidden because we can't have stale content. So it's a constant opportunity for you to sell new things.
So that's a very good point. This can be somewhat automatic in nature because you're getting these gentle reminders. So as long as you set yourself up for success and follow the prompts, you're going to be more successful. But the key that you made very apparent, and my favorite graphic of the entire presentation, and you're going to laugh at this, was the consumer journey one that went all over in the different points, you know, and those are those micro moments that you talk about, right? That Google business profile, or my business profile, is so important to have those postings on frequently, because when I stumble upon the business profile, now I can see multiple pieces of content that you've created, or maybe your guests have shared, whatever it may be, but it tells a more complete story about your operation.
It does. And according to a joint study with Google, the average consumer looks at 140 touch points before they make a buying decision.
Isn't that crazy?
Right.
And we don't even realize we do that anymore.
You don't, but you're picking up your phone. The average person looks at their phone 150 times a day, and that's gone up, I'm sure. Right.
Oh,
we get the pings and the notifications and everything else. So if I'm a parent that's making sure I'm bringing my kids to a clean, nice place that's family friendly, I'm going to look not only at your website, I'm going to look at your reviews, I'm going to look through your photos, I'm going to look at your Facebook page. I'm going to do quite a bit, which we can do so quickly because there's information overload. But the more information points you give me, the better I'm going to feel getting them in the car and driving over to your center.
Well, this is interesting that you say that, because the very next point that you make is to make different kinds of posts. And that's a trap that I think many business owners fall into. If you look at some businesses, and I'm just going to pick on a bowling center, I've seen centers that do one thing. Oh, thank you to our latest reviewer. And they only post the reviews. It's all their social media is the same thing over and over and over. I read the last 22. I'm good. I don't need to read this one. Different types of content should live on your business profile, because just like when you're scrolling through Facebook, you get all those, memes. If it was all memes, we would scroll for about 30 seconds and brain would explode. I'm done. But, you need that different content. You need a fun interaction that you saw, a customer response. You need an upcoming special. You need this new crazy product. You need this little post that you made on how we make our special wing sauce. I don't know, but you see where we're going with this.
And you're so right. So right away, those that are listening or watching the recording, few things. One, you've got your actual center. So highlight your lanes, highlight your scoring system, all of the different things. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of someone that's just walking in for the first time. The things that you walk by every day because you're desensitized to it, you have tunnel vision, those are the experience. Those are the different points where I walk in, I'm like, wow, look at the lights, look at the lanes. Oh, wow, you have this new system from Cubica AMF. You've got all these cool things. Show that and then explain what it is. Show your beverages. Show your food. Do you have beers on draft? Show me that. Show me each game. Show me a video of tickets coming out of the game so that kids can get excited.
Exactly.
If you have your regulars, then ask them if you can take a photo. Put that up. If you have a league, ask them if you can take a photo or video. Put that up. Take a video of people doing, rolling a strike.
Somebody shoots 300 and you've captured the last 10 frame and the league goes crazy for them. That's genius. That's gold for content online. That's beautiful. Take somebody 18 seconds to watch it. They feel great about it and they remember your business.
And they want to be that person. So they realize,
who doesn't?
And the other thing that I'll say is this. There are some people like me. I grew up on, we didn't bowl that much, right? And that the thing was for us, it was, we'd go every once in a while and I was horrible at it, just really bad. But for me to step foot in a bowling center, I'd like to know that there might be someone there that can show me the ropes or show me how I should approach and how I should stand. Maybe I watch a video that you share that makes me feel better about doing it, that shows me different approaches, how to choose a ball. These are all things that you don't think about because you do it every day, but I don't know.
That's exactly right. Two things that you mentioned in that little blurb right there that are also internet gold that I have not seen, I personally haven't seen any centers really capitalize on. Number one, how to pick a bowling ball. Do you know, I could make a video tomorrow. I used to do this with all of my customers that came into my centers when there was a family and it was a new person. We had the little size ball on the counter with all the different holes. And it would take 18 seconds. Guys, this is how you pick a ball. You find the thumb that fits you, and then you lay your hand across it, and you want you tell them how the span should be. I said, but the most important thing is that thumb. If that thumb fits nice, you're going to like it, right? And then you can go look for the color you want and weight. You want a 12, it's yellow. You want a 6-pounder, it's orange. Go find them. They're all here. They're all in order. Or maybe you have concierge ball service where you're saying what size, what weight, we'll bring it to you. Those are things that could be there. Number two, the big one, you might have people on your staff that could easily do basic instruction to bowlers like Bryan, who just can't get out of their own way because they've never been shown. That's all. Once you get shown like 5 little tips and tricks by someone who's mediocre knowledge at best, your game is going to get better because you're going to unlock some secrets in your mind. You're going to go, oh, I get why this is this way. Oh, this makes sense now. And you're going to get better. What does it take from you as the owner? It just takes, delivery of that information to a customer the right way. You have people on your staff that do that. Why not show them and why not talk about it?
And if you do that too, we actually talk to a lot of center owners and proprietors about the idea of getting your staff involved, giving them some skin in the game, record videos of them. That's a point of pride for them. Now you can put them up on YouTube, put them on the website. Now they're local celebrities. People come in, they're like, that's Stephanie. She just showed me how to roll a strike. And you know what? I'm going to go up to Stephanie and be like, do you have a second? Can you show me? Because one of the things is I grew up on Candlepin. It's just
small ball, pin stand on either end. They don't clear the dead wood. It's a hot mess. It's hard.
But that's in Massachusetts where we were. That was it. So for me too, when people would invite me out bowling, I'd almost be a little apprehensive because I didn't know and I didn't want to look like an idiot. So, instead I would just get really drunk. And then I was that guy that was just rolling as fast as I could and not caring. The people that you don't appreciate that come to your lanes. But that's, so these posts can also inform and educate people and make them feel more comfortable walking through your front door.
Absolutely. Different kinds of posts, 100% for sure.
Yep.
So, I don't know where we're going next. Go ahead.
Yeah, the last one is this. So it's we talked about this whole idea of point system. Reviews is obviously, that's a lot of points because you're building up your credibility. Okay. Yeah. Then we talked about the idea of uploading your products and services. There's also the idea of making sure that you're uploading just photos. So Google business profiles have a photo album. I call it the business album. You should constantly be adding photos there. So you should make sure that, and videos. So your photos should be everywhere. Everything that you could possibly see when you're a brand new kid walking in, I want to see it all. I want to see the videos as well. Instruction, everything else that we just talked about. The other thing is with these posts, we talked about trying different kinds. I told you that after 6 days, you're reminded and nudged by Google, but really you want to try to be posting once to twice a week. So if you can do twice a week, all of these things in concert, in conjunction, help you get more points. You're demonstrating to Google that you are actively open, you care about how you're showing up, and ultimately you are relevant when someone is looking for a family activity, a bowling center, laser tag if you have it, mini golf if you have it, an arcade, a pizza place, a bar. By adding all that content in, you're now giving yourself a wider net so that you can catch more people.
That's beautiful, Bryan. That's really beautiful. These were the 9 tricks that you can use to beat your competitors using your Google My Business profile. And we talked about way more than 9 things you can do, but let's keep it simple here. 2 times a week, pay some attention to this. Watch your reviews. I mean, Bryan, you just went over. I'm not going to repeat all that. You can rewind the video if you missed anything and just take, or you can go to bryancaplan.com and Bryan can work with you if you need to, because we all can't do it on our own sometimes. Sometimes we'd rather say, look, I want this done. I think I can do it, but I might need some help. And that's where, either Cubic AMF can step in with Virtual Marketing Manager and we do help. We help our customers. Or if you need more specific help, you go right to Bryan himself and he can work with you too. So, you've got options out there, but the most important thing is you have to own the process. You have to.
You have to take ownership. And I'll tell you, even those that are trying to bootstrap it right now, because I know last year was hard, We actually created a free marketing community in response to COVID. You just go to bryancaplan.com/join. You can join our free marketing community. We provide you with a lot of the information that we went over today, helpful videos, webinars, even articles and such, so that you can learn on your own and go at your own pace. I find that people that join the community always have questions. We try to answer as many as we can. And if you find yourself that you don't have the time, the bandwidth, or the expertise, then we're there to help you too.
Beautiful. Bryan Caplan, thank you so much for joining us today. We could talk for another half an hour. Why don't you come back and do another show with us?
A second date? Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're going to have date number 2. We'll do a date night show. I don't know. We'll make fun with it. We'll have a good time. We're going to come back and give you some other tips and tricks to help your business grow, get better in the ability to be found online, because let's face it, people, this ain't going nowhere. No, it's not. This is how we're going to work from now till, I don't know, till I'm dead for sure.
Exactly. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere. All right. One final word. I'm going to give you the last laugh. And I didn't tell you I was going to do this, so I don't have anything planned. But I just wanted to say, do you have any words of encouragement for the people who have just watched this and have said, that sounds great, and I made my notes and all, but I'm just going to fold it all up and put it away. Tell them right now. Get off your butt.
So I'm assuming that they'll be able to rewind this or watch it later.
For sure.
I can give you the inspiration, but you have to put in the perspiration. You got to do something. If you don't do something, then you're not gonna become successful and start marketing and promoting by osmosis. Not gonna happen. Instead, watch this, put it into action. Again, I invite you to join our marketing community. You can connect with me and I can share resources with you. I present on behalf of Grow with Google and Constant Contact all the time for free to help business owners. So my thing is this: learn, of course, but put it into action. If you don't do something, then you're just going to be spinning your wheels.
Ding, a ding, 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 ding. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan Caplan, bryancaplan.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to our second date. We're going to do another show. I don't know when, but we'll figure it out and we'll be back.
Sounds good.
On behalf of Bryan, my name's Jay Nephew and Cubica AMF. We thank you for joining us today on Beyond the Frame. Keep your mind in the right frame of mind at all times when it comes to your business, and we'll help you do that. Bye-bye for now.